a lot of fall events to check out around our area to celebrate the new season. While it's a fun-filled time for so many, for others, especially our friends with special needs, the crowds, the noise, the decorations, it can be a bit overwhelming. And that's why the Exceptional Fall Festival happening in Florence soon is somewhere you'll want to be if you're looking for a sensory-friendly, inclusive good time. With us today to talk more about it are Dustin, Chadwick, and Hannah Phillips. Hey guys, thanks for joining us here today.
Absolutely, thank you for having us.
Good deal. So yeah, we're going to talk about the festival, but first and foremost, I want to talk a little bit about the Chadwick Foundation. Tell me all about it and what we need to know.
Absolutely. So the Chadwick Foundation is a new nonprofit. It just launched back in May, and here is the inspiration for it, Mr. Chadwick Phillips.
Hi, Chadwick.
And so our goal is to promote a more inclusive Shoals community, but we definitely want to make sure that we provide services to families, whether that's through training opportunities, respite services. So a lot of families just need a break. So we want to make sure that we provide them those opportunities through inclusive events. So targeting those exceptional needs members of our community, giving them community to be a part of, but also giving those families that opportunity to go out and actually go to the grocery store, have a date night, you know, to do the things that typical people get to do in their day-to-day life.
And one of those inclusive events, the festival that is coming up very soon. So for people who are going, what do they need to know about it? What makes this event special?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Exceptional Fall Festival is something that's been going on in the Shoals, specifically at Christ Chapel Church for the last 2 years. The Ark of the Shoals was the primary host of it for the last 2 years. But this year we renamed it to be a fall festival because we really want this to be a community and family event. So there's going to be that traditional trick-or-treating that everyone always loves to participate in, but we do have some additional vendors. So we have food trucks that are going to be there. One food truck in particular that I can think of is Hawaiian Ice Paradise, and that's like a snow cream kind of snow cone food vendor. And so there's a lot of different things. There's going to be popcorn, there's going to be funnel cakes, flashy cakes, those types of things. So we want to make sure that we provide a space where families can come and enjoy the typical things that most families miss out on because you know, some places are not truly inclusive. And so we keep in mind when we make things accessible for one, we really make it accessible for all. So like you mentioned earlier, we want to make sure that we have crowd control in place so that way it's not so overstimulating. We don't want to have any scary costumes or anything like that because we want it to be family friendly. And so we will have a lot of trunks set up just so families can come and participate, but also so our community can get engaged with these families and learn how to be more inclusive for the future that we want to promote for our Shoals.
And you know, speaking of all of those sensory friendly activities going on, how do you ensure that this is a safe environment for those who are coming, for those that are attending it with special needs? How do you ensure that?
Yeah, so we have a team together. It's all volunteer based. This is something that's completely free. So there's nobody being paid to provide any of their services. But we come in and it's a lot of educators that have experience with people with exceptional needs, whether that's behavioral needs, whether that's medical needs. And so we have a staff there to make sure that we are catering to the environment that we want to promote. But we also have people to help with parking, help, you know, navigating that crowd control, the lighting and sounds. We really want to just make sure that we promote a space where families can feel safe. And you know, most things that we're doing is very simple. It's just we're putting some forefront thought into it so that way it's not a reactive response, it's a proactive response.
Absolutely. Let's kind of go back to costumes. You mentioned, you know, no scary costumes, but are costumes encouraged, and why do people need to avoid the scary ones if they're attending?
Yeah, absolutely. So you're looking at an exceptional population, and so we don't know what they are exposed to or what they're familiar with, and so we don't want to create overstimulation, and we definitely don't want to promote fear. And so we want this to be a family-friendly event where everyone can feel embraced. So a safe thing to do is always be engaged with, you know, like characters from Disney Plus. So that way, this is probably a show that someone with exceptional needs watches frequently, so they're going to want to be engaged with your booth or your trunk. And so we are definitely going to be giving out awards to the best decorated trunk. So we do encourage costumes for families, for the participants, the people that are coming to the vendor spots. We just really want to embrace our exceptional needs community and the families that come in, and because this is an inclusive event. So it's not just targeted to those with special needs, like it's open to anyone in the community that wants to participate, because how do you promote a more inclusive Shoals? You bring a space where everyone is welcome.
Everyone is truly welcome at this event. Chadwick, any of costumes that you have planned? Are you wearing one for the festival this year?
To be honest, I think we're doing 50s theme. So, you know, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. One year he was Elvis, and then we did the Wizard of Oz. So he was a Tin Man one year. So we've definitely done a lot of different ones. And then this is actually Hannah Catherine's first fall festival to participate in.
Yeah, Hannah, that's what I was just about to ask you. You know, how are you feeling since it's your first one and the event is coming up very soon? How are you feeling?
We're super excited just to see the event play out, have all the different vendors. We're excited to see the different trucks and what people bring in, and it's just really cool to watch them light up and see how happy it makes them. So
really a good mission. You know, what kind of responses have you gotten from the community in the past, from past fall festivals, and even in the time that you've been working with it? What have people said to you about putting on this kind of event?
Yeah, absolutely. So currently we have about 50 trunks, and that is our goal for this year, but we're always accepting more, so they can go on our website to figure out how they can join in. But we already have 72 people that have documented that they have a child with exceptional needs coming to our event. And the major thing that I have gotten back feedback from the several years is people come from so far away. Columbia, Tennessee, Spring Hill, Tennessee. We have people come from Mississippi, parts of Huntsville, because this is an event where they as a family can really be embraced. And so, you know, it's the simple things. There's so many people that don't attend a church congregation because they don't know if they feel welcome there. And so we have so many families that come and just say, thank you for letting us have that normalcy of what most neurotypical children get to do. Our children are embraced, because you have to think about it. These trunks, if somebody doesn't say trick or treat, it's okay. If somebody's 35 in a costume, it's okay. Like, we are really promoting a space where everyone is welcome and everyone can be celebrated. And that's our mission with the Chadwick Foundation, is to care and connect and champion for those with exceptional needs.
3 words that if y'all can take away anything from this: everyone is welcome. So definitely check out the Fall Fest. Guys, thank you so much. Doing some amazing work for Florence and honestly all of the South. Thank y'all so much. All the information on your screen right now if you want to check it out, and also keep up with the Chadwick Foundation. Guys, thank you again.
Thank you.